California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers.
The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
Herbert.
Throwing for his running back. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. They find some open field here.
He's to the 10.
And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And Davis content just to... the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert now.
This one caught by Davis.
Finding room at midfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
On
first and 10. Herbert right back to Davis. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 17 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On play action, here's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we would go to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On second down, they'll run it here. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On fourth down, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got Higgins over the middle.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua to throw again. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Seven, our score after 1. Right back to him on 1st down.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers have moved out in front.
To try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Chargers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Higgins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Okay, ready? Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Tua are going to try and sneak it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa
scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is caught. It's Davis.
Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Here's the option, running right, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chargers are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ready up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And some room to maneuver.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right, 97.
Here's a give up the middle.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From just shy of midfield, Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Herbert just beat the play clock. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds. Saved him from a turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freeing up the D lineman to make the play.
Play action, now it's Tua.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed it...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 40 now on second down. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's got room. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got...
Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Dolphins have got it.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and